when you first got to the penitentiary, he said, I schooled, me and some of the others schooled you and Kevin and people like you. He goes, thought we taught you better, man, not to put yourself in a position like that.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Alright, hello YouTube. This video is for Blackberry Bunny, who wanted me to do the thing. I mentioned something about the laundry bag, and I'd done this video, mentioned this before in other videos, but it was just kind of like a compilation of a bunch of stuff I was talking about. So this is just going to be about it. I had this friend, you guys, most of you guys who are regular here know him as Kevin Hoppy, and we became friends at Jeff City at the Walls, and we're still friends. He calls and stuff. But what I'm about to tell you, I wouldn't suggest you do with this anybody. You know, we have grown to trust one another and everything. You know, we had each other's backs, and we went through a lot together. And a lot of it had to do with, we was about the same age when we got to the Walls in the prison system. Both of us had a life sentence, and we just clicked in the cell. You know, we were good friends. It's hard to find somebody to get along with in the cell. And this is odd because he's from St. Louis, and I'm from the country, you know, farm boy, city boy and farm boy. I have more Christian belief. He doesn't believe in God, or says he doesn't. So, you know, despite all of that, we got along great. So one day, this is when we was in Farmington. We ended up in Farmington Correctional Center, ended up being cellies again. And this is something we laugh and talk about sometimes, even on the phone today. My laundry bag got torn. I had these mesh laundry bags, and it got torn, so, you know, it wouldn't keep clothes in there. They'd come out. And they told me one day when it was returned, I'd have to get another one. So I put in and get another one. They gave me this giant laundry bag. You could almost stand up in it. Not quite, but almost. And Kevin tells me, he says, I bet you can't fit in it. He and I both know that either one of us could fit in it. And I know that once I got in it, he's going to tie the top. That's just going to happen, I know. Because we mess with each other all the time. We pull all kinds of pranks on one another, do all kinds of stuff, you know. So I knew he would tie it. And sure enough, I get in it, and he ties it. I figured after 5 minutes, he'd, you know, us laughing and stuff, he'd let me out. No, he kept me in there a while. I said, Kevin, you know, you gotta let me out because count time. You gotta be standing during count. He goes, you can stand. I said, man, we're gonna get in trouble over this. I'm trying anything I can to get him to open that bag, you know. And so here it comes. Stand and count, gentlemen. Be standing with your cell lights on. So I'm doing the best I could to stand up in this laundry bag. They come around. It's one behind another one. You know, one CO and then the next CO. The first one comes by and he goes on by and he stops and comes back and he goes, what the? He goes, Seidel, are you okay? They knew that me and Kevin were idiots and we do goofy things all the time. But they had to ask in situations like this if you're okay, you know. Are you okay, Seidel? And I said, yeah, I'm fine. And they just started laughing, and then they went on. A little bit after that, it's going to be chow time. Now, today, we was having some nasty food over there. And so me and him had decided to cook up, you know, make burritos. I said, hey, Kevin, you got to let me out for chow. He goes, I know you ain't going over there to eat that nasty stuff, so no, you're not getting out. In fact, in case you are thinking about going over there, I'm going to keep you in here because that stuff's no good for you. I said, And he said, besides, we're cooking burritos. I said, yeah, but you need some, you know, we always go in this together, man. Let me help you with it, you know? And he goes, no. He goes, I got it. So he gets the burritos going and everything. Gets them fixed, you know. I'm sitting there. I had the top bunk. He had the bottom bunk, but he's let me sit on his bunk because it's hard to stand, you know. So every once in a while he'd come over and push me over, you know, just for kicks and grins. And it got to work, you know. He made the burritos, and it got to work. It's getting close for them to open the wing doors, the doors for wing rip. You know, go out in the day room, you shower, make phone calls, play cards at the table, whatever you want to do, you know, and just kick it with some of your friends. So he goes, I gotta let you out. And I said, I'm being smart, you know. I said, you kept me in here for an hour, over an hour. Why you let me out now? He goes, man, because the door's going to be open, man, and you're in a vulnerable position, you know, situation here, you know. And if I get into it with some people, ain't no way you can help me. They could come in and get you, I got to let you out. He had a good point there, you know. He goes, I'm not going to have you in there while the wing's open and all these people running around. So he lets me out, but he does go out there. And he does tell some people about it. And this one guy, this old head, comes up to me. Just stares at me. He wasn't laughing about it. He didn't think it was funny or nothing. Just stares at me. He goes, young blood, I've known you for years. He goes, when you first got to the penitentiary, he said, I schooled, me and some of the others schooled you and Kevin and people like you. He goes, thought we taught you better, man, not to put yourself in a position like that. He goes, that was really dumb. And did you learn your lesson? I said, yeah. He just shook his head and walked off. I know what he means, though. I really do. I know what he means. And I appreciate him for saying that, but you know, it was all in fun, you know. I just didn't think I was going to be in there that long. And when Kevin calls or he sends me an email, usually when he's on the phone with me, sometimes that will come up and we'll laugh about it. And I said, one day I told him, I said, Kevin, if you had gotten a laundry bag like that, and I asked you, told you, I bet you couldn't get in it, would you got in it? He was quiet for a second. He goes, you know, I probably would have. He goes, because I trust you, brother. And I said, I wouldn't have kept you in there that long, though. He goes, yeah, you would have. Yeah, you would have. You've been beating on me, tossed me around in the cell, all this stuff. He goes, I know you would have. But that's for you, Blackberry Bunny, because you requested it, and I hope you enjoyed it and got a little laugh out of it. Thank you for watching. Bye. So